Alright guys, welcome back to D-Tech. Today I hope to just bring you along for a quick short one. I kind of got myself in a little pickle with my launch here. So the initial problem with this vehicle was that the screen was blank, not coming on. The radio could still be heard and played, volume could still adjust, just nothing was being displayed. Initially, most of the time, the main radio control unit is the one at fault because that's the guy that supplies the digital signal up to the central information display unit and basically get you a picture up there on the screen. I got a used one, installed it, and did not work. So that guy, the radio unit is right there, so I know definitely it's not that. I went ahead and got a separate screen. There's the other one, and now I've got display. And so we're keyed up, did full system scan. Nothing comes up that's related to noticing this issue. Now, the reason as to how I got to this point, again, when I installed and replaced this screen, I went ahead and performed coding with this launch, just trying to make sure everything was in line with the unit I put in, so on and so forth. And as soon as it finished coding, it flipped the picture in the screen. So now it's upside down. What I believe has happened is this coded it with a different market vehicles coding information, basically probably like a right-hand drive system. So I think that's where we're at. Now I'm gonna try to see if I can fix that, and so we're gonna have to go back in, and it's gonna be in hopefully in coding and programming. I don't know if this will have the ability to change some of this. So let's see, vehicle order. So these are all the vehicle's options. Packages, let's call it. They go by numbers, and this is a description. All right, let's see if it's in Retrofit. Continue, but we do not. Well, all right. So we'll cycle the key. And I do have a maintainer connected. It's going to be very important to keep your voltage up when performing any of this type of work. So if we now take a look at this list, we can scroll through again. As I mentioned, the options, and I don't know if you saw earlier, in the audio area or section, let's call it full package mobile. So it says USA, radio control US. So it looks like, area codes, we are in language English. So it did not change it due to an incorrect market coding, because it'll write the coding based off of these vehicle options or build code or VO, vehicle order, or FA code, all meaning the same thing, basically the options that the vehicle was built with or born with. And so that's what the tool will use. I think the problem now we have discovered is that, I don't know if you noticed, but look at that screen and screen size compared to the display for the original. This one is smaller. I believe it's 6.5, and this one I believe is 8.5. And so I think that has to do with the options that the vehicle was built with. Well, obviously it does, but more importantly, the type of system audio-wise that it was set up with. Now, if you notice, this is not your classic CCC type radio main unit. That one is one that does not have a pocket here. It has a navigation, so it's a big unit, not just this small one. The big one will have DVD drive and everything down here for navigation. This right now, when I did coding to the screen, it coded with the non-navigation type assembly and unit, and so I think that's why it's flipped, because of the incorrect type of communication and display between the two units here. So I think that is going to be this system right here. This is how BMW refers to their radio type system and packaging. So I think that's the one we're going to need to change. Now, just before I do anything, I already hit save current data. That saves all these option codes the way it's built, and it stores it on the tool. If anything goes wrong, we go here, hit load back up. So it'll basically program the vehicle with everything that is backed up with from this point on. Now, these whole things, I'm not sure exactly what they are, but let's go to next. Please check the FA. The new one is same with the old one. Are you sure you want to continue? No. Okay, let's go back in. Vehicle order change. You want to delete. Yes, because that's the one I'd like to change, so yes. Now how do I add? Oh, okay. So I think I messed up. We're learning, so radio controls, hi-fi, so it's fully gone. So let's see if loading backup works. This is where it's stored. Let's hit OK. Okay. So there's that one again. Let's see if... Alright, so as you saw, I've backed out from doing anything 100% with the launch for right now. And I decided to grab my Autel to see if the procedure or outline was laid out or explained a little bit different. As you can see, we could definitely delete that option with the launch, but I didn't see where there was a place where you can add it or add a different one. So grab this one to see if it has a different layout. I've already connected. I'm already in coding and programming menu and looking for retrofits again, which it's not here in the main. It might be in here. No. Okay guys, so I think I know what I was doing wrong, even with the larger launch. So I'm going to walk you through. So this, surprisingly enough, I decided to bring this one out. I remember a long time ago when I first got these, they did have retrofits, because when replacing batteries, if you put a different one in it, you have to change the coding or the vehicle order for the different type of batteries, and I was doing them with this tool. Very powerful tool for what it can do. Obviously, we can get in here and have retrofits. Again, the Autel looks like they took that feature away. I know they used to have them, but so to follow me along, the steps on this one, this is a launch, is the same exact one as the bigger scan tools. So you can already see the same menus and same screens and stuff as what we were seeing there. It even has more options, back up the coding, and then write the coding, and so on and so forth. So It's all the same thing, just smaller screen. So again, we want to change and get rid of business radio, which is in this 600. So 663 is what we want to remove, delete, and we want to write the navigation one. Now, if you go here, operation tips, I was trying to figure out what they're saying. I think I've got it figured out. There might be a language thing here as far as translating to the procedure. So follow along if you're wanting to make changes to your vehicle order with one of these launch product tools. So again, the breakdown, the beginning of the list tells you chassis, type, destination, type, paint code, upholstery. Then you have E word, which I'm not 100%. H word, same, not 100%. But SA, that is going to be these guys down here. So if we click on any of these, you can delete them. These are all the options the vehicle is born with, as I was saying. Now, each one of these you can click, but I don't want to make a change. Again, I don't want to make a change. The one you do want to, or will be messing with, is this guy here, the SA. But I'll show you how. So the first step is to let's get rid of 663. Yes, let's delete that. So now it's gone. And if you want to find out what options are available, go here. That's what these are. I didn't know what they were at first, but look, it's a first digit and then asterisk. All the way down the letters. And so I got curious and I went into the 6. These are all the options that are available in the 600 range portion. And you can just run down through all these. There's a whole next page. There's a whole thing related to audio, it looks like. And yeah, so let's go previous. And this is just a list, so you're not writing it from here, you're just finding out. So 609 is the navigation system that we want. So this is just like a lookup table. So now we go to SA and we put 609. Let's see. We'll hit OK. And then it's not here yet. Oh, there it is. So I thought it wasn't going to list it yet. But so it's listing it. So let's go to next. And let's make sure the other one's gone. Yes, 663 is still gone. So let's hit next. And look at this. So the old one, and let's see. So 609 is not there, but 663 is. So that's the old one. And now look, new one. Look for 609. 609's there, and 663 is gone. So it's telling us that that's what it's going to change it to, from this one to this one, the option we picked. So let's hit yes. Notice below, you want to write, please you check. Now, I don't know how to check them here, but let's assume it's correct. So one more warning. So let's go ahead. Okay, so we might need the recode because it's changed. Let's call it the birth certificate, all the options it was born with, but it might need to be written to the car because it's still not changed. So let's do coding. Off, okay. There we go. So the coding was not in the main unit, which makes sense because when I coded that, that's what got flipped, not when I coded that. So just recoded it by changing the radio option. Got us back up and going. Awesome. Definitely pretty powerful option, and that we can do with the tools we already have. So again, I was trying to do it with the launch. I just didn't stick to it as much. It is available. Autel took that away. Back to launch. Definitely something that's doable.